Hey guys, I'm going to go over real quick your next playlist, the playlist 14, which is basically an argumentative essay. I'm very excited to introduce this to you guys because all of you have shown me that you're more than capable of writing this essay, and so I'm really excited to see what you guys do with it and how creative you are, and also I'm really curious to see your opinions on this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and just kind of let you know what you need to know for this playlist, but I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know if you're getting this playlist is that you're going to have about 2 to 3 weeks to complete it, or that's around the time that I would think it would take you to complete it. I actually believe that a lot of you can finish it in less than 2 weeks if you're just working at home and working in class. I don't think you'll have any problems finishing it within that time frame. Your learning target is that you can write an argumentative essay. Yay, essays. So before you do anything else, I'm asking you guys to pick a topic. Your question is, what is the world's biggest problem? So that's why I said I'm very excited to see your opinions and to see your arguments on what you think is the biggest problem and why. So anyway, when you click on this to pick a topic, here are your options. What you basically will do is once you decide which one you want to pick, you'll click on it and make a copy of the document that's attached, and each one of them has a document. Each one of them has, I'm just going to pick climate change to show you, but you'll have to make a copy. Each one of them has three sources, a couple reads, there might be a video in there, but you're actually given and provided the sources, so that's kind of cool. There's a little bit of an outline for you guys to look over, but what I really want you to know is once you make a copy of this document, that if you scroll down, you can just use it as a way to take notes and to actually put your thoughts together before you actually go and write the essay. So you can use that document to take notes on, which we'll get to here in a little bit. I also want to make you guys aware that there is an option for something else. So if you're like, I have one that's really good and that I would like to argue for, then just let me know. I just want to approve it, make sure that it's good. Also make sure that you found some good sources to help support yourself, because if you don't have sources and good sources, reliable sources, you can't do an argumentative essay. So if you pick the something else option, just make sure that you check with me first, because if you go through writing the whole essay and you haven't checked with me, then it's not going to be good news. You're probably going to have to redo it. So just do that, please. Okay, the next thing that you guys need to do will be to read those articles. And like I said, it says even here, and use the Google Doc with your sources on it to take notes. So make sure you take notes on that. I have also provided you guys these ELA notebook pages that are just filled with helpful things that you might need. So other resources maybe. So for example, like the race paragraph is very similar to the body paragraphs that you're going to have to write, so I included that. There's a couple of Ed Puzzle sources that you guys can get on and like work on, and actually like it can help you with stuff. Here's basically other resources on writing an argumentative essay. So other than this this playlist, here are some sources. You have an argumentative cheat sheet. It goes over a lot of information. There's a template that you guys can use. There's a video, and the video actually on this is the same video that's in this playlist, but it's just broken up into chunks on the playlist, so it's kind of easier to navigate, but it's there as well. Sentence starters. So if you're introducing a quote, here's where you're going to find how to introduce it. Same with explain, because if you're explaining the quote and the information, then you're going to need to use some of these sentence starters. some vocab. Here's an essay checklist, which is super important. It's also the same checklist that you'll find here, but in case you need to see it again or check it off in a different area, it's there. Revision and editing, or revising and editing your paper is super important, which we're not going to necessarily focus on this for this playlist. It will be the next thing that you guys do. So on this playlist, you'll turn in your essay and then we'll edit it and revise it so that I can like go over all of them. But if you really wanted to before, if you have time, or even if I tell you to maybe because I know you have time, I would go through and actually make sure that your essay does all of these things, possibly before you even turn it in the first time. If you watch this video also or do this ed puzzle, it's very helpful on revising and editing your paper. And then again, editing, here's a couple more things that you can check off. We will do peer edits at some point, and so this is something that you will be using. So anyway, this these notebook pages need to be added into your ELA notebook because they're good sources and resources for you guys to have, not even just for the argumentative essay now, but for in the future. You will probably need to use them again. Okay, so moving on. Helpful hint. So this is for when you read through the articles. So when you read through the articles, it's really important that you always maintain your focus. Like, what are you supposed to be getting out of these articles? So the question is, what is the world's biggest problem? So when you're reading through the articles, have that question in mind. So you've already picked what you think the biggest problem is, but I need you to keep going back to what it is and then coming up with reasons why your issue is a problem. So you're trying to literally list out reasons why it's a problem. Then list out these reasons in your notes. So on that document that you found in the choice board that you made a copy of, list out the reasons. And then next to those, go back to the source, or as you're writing down the reason, if you come across something, just copy and paste the direct quote or the direct place that you got that from the source, so that you already have basically your reason, which is half the battle, and then you also have your evidence to support it. So if you do that, then when you go to write this article, you can just fill in that with that information. I also think it's important to remember that when you're doing this, if you come up with a couple pieces of information or a couple quotes or a couple things directly from the text, see if you can pick out which one is best, like the piece of evidence that supports it better than any other piece of evidence, so that you only have one next to it. If you're like, I don't know at this point, then ask, or just copy and paste both of them so that you have them for later. Okay, step 1, introduction paragraph, practice. All of them are set up like this. So you're going to practice it and you're going to go through some things and then you're actually going to do it. So you are going to have this ed puzzle on an introduction paragraph that's linked here. You're going to review the vocab that you're going to need to know. So what you're going to see on this template, this 5-paragraph essay template, it'll be very beneficial. So you'll just study that. But there will not be a knowledge check on this later. This is really for you to be able to know what to do when you get to the template. I added the template underneath week 4 on Google Classroom. So you're going to go and you're going to find that and pull it up because you're going to need it. Then the next step is you watch this video, which is on an introduction paragraph, and fill out the template as the video does. So this video actually walks you through exactly how to fill out each box in the template and gives you a chance to pause the video to figure out what to write in each one, but it goes step by step. So watch this and fill out that template. Step 2 is to write the introduction paragraph. So once you've done this and you've filled out the template, then I want you guys to go down here and just click off check these off. So if you do the hook, check it off. If you've done the bridge, check it off. If you've done the thesis, check it off. If you haven't done that, then you're not finished with the introduction paragraph. And then the last step on all of these, because you guys, because I would like to meet with you guys, is basically to get it approved with the teacher. So all I need you to do is just show me and go over with like each paragraph like real quickly. It probably will take like a minute for me just to read through the paragraph and move on. Step 3 is the body paragraphs. Again, you're going to watch the video. It takes you through step by step how to fill out body paragraphs, and then you're going to fill out the template. Once you've filled out the template for body paragraphs 1, 2, and 3, because there's 3 body paragraphs, then you're going to come down here, and as you do that, you're going to check off the thing that you have done. So make sure that you're actually following this and that you're doing everything like the template says, like the video says, and also that you're looking at this and making sure that you have all these completed. After each one of these, it says to get it checked by me before you move on, because I don't want you to do body paragraph 1 incorrectly, and then you're also doing the same, like you're making the same mistakes for body paragraph 2 and paragraph 3 as well. So make sure you're checking with me before you move on from each paragraph. It's very important. Last but not least, the conclusion paragraph is our 5th paragraph of the 5-paragraph essay. So you need to watch this video. Again, it goes through the template and shows you how to fill it out, and then fill out the template. And then you're going to come down here and make sure that you've included all of these. And then obviously, because at this point you're done with the template, make sure that the conclusion is approved before you turn in your essay. So make sure that I've looked it over and I've said, okay, you're good, at least for like the rough draft. You can turn it in now. And then the final essay is a performance assessment, and you'll turn that in on the post on Google Classroom. Enrichment activities, I've kind of already talked about this, but use those notebook pages to edit or peer edit your essay if you have time, or if I tell you to. Yes, so that is your playlist 14. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to ask. I would love to help you guys. Good luck.